My name is Wojtek, and today we're going on an adventure about the beautiful town of Stuttgart.
When I entered the train at the Nuremberg train station set towards Stuttgart, I was both excited and nervous. My German friends already told me a lot about the city, and the info I got from them made me think about my home city, Łódź, that I covered on the channel before. In many cases, the cities are alike, for instance, industrial history or construction sites all over them. But as I left the train station in Stuttgart, I immediately stopped thinking of them at the same level. Even though it might not be the prettiest city nor travel destination for many, it is filled with culture and wealth. It's not the city to visit for a weekend, it is the city to live in. Thanks to its geographic location, even when you're in the center, you're always in 20-minute walking distance from parks and forests that surround it. It is truly amazing how far a city designed to provide war horses for the army has come. Stuttgart is located in the southwest of Germany, an hour away from the famous Black Forest. It is the capital of Baden-Württemberg region and the biggest city of Swabia with more than 600,000 people. Ranked constantly as the richest by GDP and one of the best by quality of life in Germany, Stuttgart is the haven also for immigrants. As many as 40% of its residents are of immigrant background.
Unlike many other cities, Stuttgart is located between many hills. But to get to those hills, you must pay the price of going through the stairs. There's around 400 public stairs here in Stuttgart, making a total of more than 20 kilometers. So pack your hiking shoes. But don't worry, you can always stop at beer gardens with an amazing view of Stuttgart streets.
In 1885, Karl Benz put his Benz patent motor car into series production as the first practical automobile. Ever since, Stuttgart has been known as the cradle of the automobile. The role of Mercedes as well as Porsche in shaping the current city is indispensable, and thanks to its engineering traditions, it is the leading city in Germany in terms of patents and designs. When you visit Stuttgart, make sure to check out either Mercedes-Benz or the Porsche Museum. Here we can see the Schlossplatz, in English Castle Square, a great picnic place in the summer and the representative part of the city. The Neues Schloss, where the regional government works, was built in 18th century as a royal palace. In the middle of the square we can see the Jubiläumssäule with 5-meter tall Concordia goddess statue. What's particularly interesting is that the fountains next to the statue symbolize the rivers of the Baden-Württemberg region.
Here we are in the Green U. It's the vast green area in Stuttgart, stretching from the main train station all the way to the river Neckar, covering more than 3 kilometers. It's so vast and so great, it can take you all this way without ever stepping onto the street. So whenever you have enough of the daily rush of this city, you can always detour back into the green places and have a nice rest. It has its name Green U because after it stretches from the train station to the river, it also kinda rolls back and has this shape of a big U. It's a very nice place for picnics, like many others in the city.
Close to the train station stands the monumental State Theatre, home to the State Opera that won Opera of the Year award 6 times. Most of visitors, however, cross the street to enter the State Gallery, one of the most important art galleries in Germany, with European art from 14th to 20th century. You can see paintings of Rubens, Rembrandt, Monet or Picasso here, as well as some German artists, such as Kirchner and Dix. Just south of the center of Stuttgart, standing tall at almost 217 meters, there's a Fernsehturm, which translates to TV tower. The first telecommunication tower in the world that was constructed from reinforced concrete. It quickly became a well-known landmark of Stuttgart and a tourist attraction. The view from the top is quite breathtaking. You need to come here and see it in person because the video doesn't look as good.
Here I am eating Maltaschen, which is the local Swabian cuisine. It's kind of like a dumpling with meat made up of egg noodle products. This is a very local food because like Swabian cuisine is very easy. It's made out of exactly egg noodle products, and the most famous dishes are Maltaschen or Spätzle. They also eat a lot of stews and soups. As well, obviously, as we're in Germany, beer is very popular, but Stuttgart has a lot of history with wine. It's the only city in Germany with wine cultures inside of the city, and they have a very long history with it. So remember to try it when you come here.
Everyone has heard about Munich Oktoberfest, but few know about Volksfest, which loosely translates to People's Party. That is the second biggest beer celebration in Germany, and probably in the world. And also is a traveling funfair with rides such as Ferris wheel. In Stuttgart there's also Spring Festival, celebrating spring in a similar manner, with lots of beer. Now my German friend Elias is gonna share some information that only a local person would know.
Elias, ich wohne hier in Stuttgart, ich studiere hier und ich wollte jetzt mal ein bisschen was erzählen. I want to talk a bit about the nightlife here. First, my favorite bar is the Wu Bar. It's a super cool student bar in one of the student apartments. And it's open normally every Tuesday and Thursday. And the good thing is, like beer, a big beer is only €1.50. And they have like this famous drink, the Buba Wasser. And the Buba Wasser is like half a liter of half a liter glass, and you put in 0.2 of Prosecco. And then you put in vodka until you say stop. And then you add a bit of Red Bull for the color and the taste. And it's pretty amazing. And if you want to meet some new people, it's always the first place to go because there are a lot of international people, open-minded people. It's just one of the coolest bars I think I know. But it's a bit outside the city, so yeah. If you want to go inside the city, there's also a good place that's here. They have like student mass, which is like a liter of beer for €5 something.
You can get to Stuttgart very easily by airport, rail or Autobahn. To move around the city, Stadtbahn is a good option, and there's also an S-Bahn to get to suburbs and nearby towns. As of now, the very controversial Stuttgart 21 project is changing the station and the city itself, and is set to be finished after many delays in 2025.
To sum up, Stuttgart is a very interesting city to visit. Apart from multiple construction sites all over the town that make life for its citizens a bit harder, but in the end provide to create fantastic perks of industry. It also has a lot of culture that you can like see on every corner of the street and also try. And like I really wish you can come here and see it. It's way more than you think it would be. And there's so much to see. I haven't seen everything. I've been here for 3 days and I feel like in the nearest future I need to come back. So trust me, Stuttgart, a great place. And thank you for watching.
With 2 hands.